What is up, fellow YouTubers? The Mattias4 with another unboxing video here today. Today we have the Arkon mounting pedestal crates and holders, 8.5-inch mounting camera mount for your car window or dashboard. So I bought this one out of Walmart for, I believe it was 17 bucks. Pretty a little expensive, but compared to other ones I've seen, it is actually fairly inexpensive. So hopefully this one will withstand what I need it to do. I'm going to try to make aviation videos with it and try to shoot from the windscreen so you guys can get so you can get some cockpit videos of me flying. So we're going to dive right into the unboxing here. This one is 8.5-inch, they call it a gooseneck. I guess mount or cradle, whatever you like to call it. Alright, so here are the contents of the bag. To be honest with you, I'm going to say this actually feels a little bit cheap to me. And Arkon is really not a company I've ever heard of before. I didn't do any research on them. I just saw it and I was interested in finding a camera mount. This one was fairly inexpensive compared to other ones I've found. And it was from Walmart, which I can return it to if I don't feel like I want it. So I just went with this one, and I actually bought two more. One I'm going to review in a later video, and one I haven't actually got from Walmart yet. But this one actually feels a little bit cheap to me. I'm not sure how well it's going to work. Alright, so here we're out of the box, or the bag, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Here we have the mounting head. Mount your camera right on top here. If you guys can see that, mount your camera right on here to the, I think it's a 1/4-inch thread. Put it right in the bottom of your camera, as long as you still have threads on your camera. Tighten it right on up. This thing here makes it so it's able to pivot. Put it right on, or you can put it either 180 degrees, 90 degrees, anywhere in between. And down here, looks like we have our suction device. I'm not exactly 100% sure what this is. Maybe, yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe at your holder or something. Or if you want to hook it onto something like that, you can. Like if you want to put it on the dashboard of the car, move this, you're good, you're set. From my first initial look at it, it feels like the suction cup is actually pretty durable, pretty strong, but that's how suction cups are supposed to be made. So we take this off here. Pretty simple to take it off. I think it actually comes off easier than it should if we clamp it down. Just take that, it should pop right off. There we go. Alright, so that's alright. If we look here, I thought this was supposed to be able to actually move this gooseneck thing. But because when I shoot, I would like to move this neck so I can put this on the top of the cabin and bend this up. But maybe that's not going to work. I'm going to have to try to figure out another way to do it. Maybe I could mount it like this, or I'll try to figure out another way. But I'm going to have to see what works the best for my circumstances. So I'm going to take this out, put it on my car, and maybe give you guys a little demonstration of how well it works, and we'll see what happens from there. And guys, believe it or not, this is actually able to be bent. You have to actually use some force and bend it. I'm assuming that it's supposed to bend. It is a gooseneck, so it should move. So that'll probably help out with my making, as long as my camera can fit in between here, as you can see, like the J or the L. Backwards L. So hopefully that'll work. I'm hoping that it's supposed to move and I'm not just forcing it and it's going to break and snap eventually. That's also one of the concerns I might have, that you bend it back so many times that it'll actually snap off inside this like rubber casing, plastic casing. So that's one thing that I'm concerned about. So like I said, I'm going to go outside and put it on my car and see how well it works, and I'll meet you guys out there. So I'm here outside and I have mounted the 8.5-inch gooseneck onto my front windshield. As you can see, I had to turn the camera sideways because this is really the only feasible way that I was able to put it on without really obstructing the view of the camera or having it fit on there properly. In Sony Vegas, which is the editing software I use, I can rotate the video 90 degrees, 180 degrees, or 270 degrees so I can fix it and it'll look normal to you guys, so you won't know which orientation I'm actually shooting the video. So that'll be good if I want to film it that way. And there's a whole bunch of different ways that you can really move that gooseneck. Change it if you want to put it down, straight down, you can do that. If you want to make it, put it up here on the sunroof, I'll show you that in a minute. There's different configurations which you can put that gooseneck in, and you can really twist it and get it pretty good. Alright, so now we're up here on the roof, and or the sunroofs, winds, whatever you want to call it. I mounted it up here, put it right up top. Now the camera is the direct opposite way it should be, so it's flipped upside down 180 degrees. Like I said before, I can move that, change it in Sony Vegas, and really change the orientation of the video so it makes it look like it was actually filmed like a normal video should be. There's different configurations. I'll show you a couple examples when I mount them here and turn on the camera so you guys can see what it looks like when it's mounted. I'll put one on the outside of the car. Hopefully that'll stay and it won't just fall off. They're supposed to be pretty good suction cups, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so here we are on the rear of the passenger rear side of the car, and I mounted it on the back near the bumper, and I'm gonna try to get a shot back here, see what it looks like. The one thing that I've noticed just from keeping this like on my desk, when I shake my leg and the desk shakes, the whole tripod shakes with the camera on it, and especially when you're going down the road and you're going at a considerable speed, it's gonna make the camera, really gonna shake the camera, so it's not gonna look as professional as it would if you had an actual professional tripod or a professional suction cup camera mount. Hopefully there are some effects in Sony Vegas that I can include to maybe get rid of the shake from the mount, but we'll have to see what happens with that. And I'm right now, see, there we go. It just fell right off the car. You guys just saw that. So that's one of the concerns that I'm gonna have. Is the camera gonna fall right off the car, or what's gonna happen, especially when you're driving down the road? I've heard people put Windex on it. Maybe that'll fix my problem as well. I'll have to see what happens. And right now I'm gonna put a bigger camera on the tripod, or onto the suction cup mount, to see if it holds. Okay, so here we are with a bigger Sony camera. It's definitely bigger than the one I just showed you guys that fell off. I'm actually holding this on right now because I know this, there we go, this is just really not a very good suction cup. You can feel, if I put it on again, even though it's outside on a car, it still should be able to hold some weight, and this really, it's not doing a very good job of holding anything. As you saw before, it just simply fell right off. So even if I try to put it on again, it'll come off fairly soon. So this is not very good for the outside of the car. We'll try this one. There it goes again. And hopefully the example that I show you guys, it won't fall off while I'm trying to drive. So we'll see what happens with that. And this was a larger camera, didn't hold on very well. And yeah, so that's not really that good. It doesn't show me that it's a quality product. So there you guys go. I definitely would recommend this Gooseneck camera mount for the windshield, but one thing that I would suggest is putting some type of liquid or either Windex or water onto the suction cup. It'll definitely help you when you're trying to suction it to a car windshield window or whatever else, whatever other type of glass or you're trying to apply it to. So that definitely works well. You just have to watch out, like don't put heavier cameras or heavier equipment on the camera mount, because the camera mount most likely will not be able to hold it. That was what happened when I mounted it on the car, and you saw it just fall right off. So that's definitely one of the things you got to look out for. I think that's all I got to say. So this has been a Gooseneck, 8.5-inch Gooseneck window camera car window mount unboxing video, and this is the Matty S4. Everyone have a nice day.